Good morning, afternoon, what day is it? I don't even know, honestly. That's how it all blurs together. I try not to miss these. It's a priority, and my staff knows to get to be with you because the men and women that wear a uniform, and even today that are willing to be reserve officers, deserve all the credit in the world. To those of you that are promoting to a new level, congratulations. To your families that sit behind you and your loved ones, thank you for the sacrifice that you make every single day. And how fortunate we are to live in the city of Fort Worth, really the greatest city in this country, in this world. How beautiful it is for a group of people to stand for the national anthem, remember the country that we live in, and most importantly, support the men and women in blue. So thank you very much for the job that you do because you make my life easier. I get to travel on behalf of this city across this country, and I'm reminded every single time I travel, when I interact with officers or other people, they look at me with a little bit of remorse and jealousy because they understand what an amazing city this is. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. To our reserve officers, thank you. My friend Johnny's here on the front row. I'm really proud of you, Johnny. You're looking pretty sharp today outside of that TC professor uniform, right? But this is really what it's all about. I love hearing the babies in the audience because you understand, I really do. Because you're here to support your family members that are here on behalf of this wonderful city. So God bless each of you and thank you. Appreciate it.
Chief Notes, it's time for you, sir. I know you got some great words you always share with the crowd. Would you, ladies and gentlemen, welcome our very own police. It's always great to hear the mayor speak. It reminds me of just how fortunate I am to be the chief of Fort Worth, Texas. Because I challenge you to find another city our size where we have a mayor, we have a council that supports us the way Mayor Parker does. I don't think you're going to find that many places. But I'm also reminded every single day why I am so fortunate to be the chief of police in Fort Worth, Texas. And I look at all of you. When I see the work you've done, when I've seen what you've put into getting where you are, before I go any further bragging on you, let me brag on the families. Any success I've ever had in life has never been because of me. It's been because of two things: the grace and blessings of God and the people He's put around me, period. And for me, when I was going through the process to study for these tests, and you can all attest to how terrible they can be, were it not for the support I was receiving at home, from my beautiful wife Kim, from my kids, who saw me lock myself in a bedroom and study for 8, 12 hours a day to prepare for this test, there's no way in the world I would be where I am right now. It's been the grace and the blessings of God and the people who put around me. So please, let's give all the family members and those who supported this group right here a round of applause. I can't applaud you enough for wanting to step up and promote into a position of more responsibility, or to want to do this job for free. You were doing this for free, in my opinion, in my career, by far the hardest time we've had to be police officers because of the negative narrative that's out there. But you all stepped up and decided you want to do it. I want to give you just a few pointers, I'll be brief. One of my favorite spots in my career was the time I spent in motors. I saw Mark Thorne here somewhere. He understands what I'm talking about. So when I was in motors, one of the first things we learned, head and eyes. Head and eyes. The purpose of that is, where your head and eyes go, your body goes. Where your body goes, that motorcycle is going to go. So it's absolutely critical that you focus with your head and your eyes where you want to go. I think sometimes, especially when we have the negative narrative out there we hear now, we tend to focus on what we don't want. We tend to focus on the things that can bring us down. Let me give you an example. So first day of training, we went out to Gateway Park. That's where we used to do the first part of the training. We're riding around in the parking lot, and I'm just trying to get used to the bike. I didn't know how to ride a motorcycle. And in front of me is one of those traffic islands, the curb with the grass and everything in the middle. I'm riding toward it, and I look at it and think, man, I don't want to hit that. What do I keep doing? I keep looking at it. Boy, that would be bad if I hit that. Keep riding along. What's the next thing that happens? I'm on top of it. Somehow I didn't crash. But I ran into it because I was looking at what I didn't want. All I had to do, turn my head and look somewhere else. Look where I did want to go. This is critically important in the positions you're going in because it's so easy to be pessimistic. It's so easy to feel sorry for ourselves because of the time we're in. Colin Powell, I believe he said, perpetual optimism is a force multiplier. It's a force multiplier. My friend Steve Dial from Grand Prairie, former chief now city manager, always talks about relentless optimism. Relentless optimism. People will be looking to you for leadership, and if you were to be negative, guess what's going to happen with your team? They will be negative as well. Try to look where you want to go, where you want our department to be, rather than looking where we are thinking things aren't going the way you want. It's your decision to determine the direction you give your team, the morale that you inspire within your team, and I know that each and every one of you can do it. And I want to get that. Just a few quotes to think about before we go. Your position as an officer to the reserve officers, your rank to all those who are promoting, that grants you authority. But your conduct will earn respect. If you try to lead, just lead from a position of authority, expecting people will follow you and what you want because of your position or your rank, you'll do the bare minimum to stay out of trouble. But if you take the time to earn people's respect, they will go to the moon and back for you. Please take the time to do that. It doesn't take rank to be a leader, and having rank does not make you one. Always remember that it's where your head and your eyes go, and I'm going to throw in something else, your heart. Your head, your eyes, and your heart. Where are they looking? Because that's where you're leading your team. Last quote, I know those get old. We talk about, for our officers out there in the field, every interaction they have with someone is a chance to change the negative narrative. Every interaction is a chance to put a positive out there in the neighborhoods. You have the same chance with your team. Every interaction you have with your team member is a chance to raise morale or it's a chance to crush it. We do have to hold people accountable when necessary, and make sure you're doing it the right way. With your head, your eyes, and your heart all in the right place. I wish I could see everything every officer does every day. We have so many amazing, wonderful things. Unfortunately, I don't get to see all those. We're too big. Our agency is pretty large. But I believe we have, my apologies to the other chiefs in the room, I believe with all my heart, FWPD is the best agency out there. And it's not even close. And it's because of you. It's not because of me. It is because of all of you. I want you to know I see you. I see your heart. I see the way you're serving with compassion. And you're out there trying to do the best you can for the communities. And every day I know I'm so fortunate to be the chief of this department because of each and every one of you. I'm very proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Noakes. I'm going to invite the rest of our executive staff. You guys will join me on stage so we can begin our promotions process.
First of all, welcome families, friends, co-workers, ex-employees, retired employees, you name it. This is a who's who of Fort Worth Police. I don't think I've quite seen a promotional ceremony with such a diverse group of retirees and others that have joined you to, celebrate your accomplishments. I see a lot of smiling faces out there. You guys are smiling. Your family needs to be proud. You need to be proud. We've all taken a few tests. They're not that easy. It takes quite a bit to get promoted, and you guys have waited quite a while. So let's get to it. So promoting to Corporal Detective, Demetria Bradley. Promoting to Corporal Detective Christopher Bajortland. Promoting to Corporal Detective Carla Garbaletto. Promoting to Corporal Detective Brian Marlowe. Promoting to Corporal Detective Jason Morehouse. Promoting to Corporal Detective Tyler York. Promoting to Corporal Detective Joshua Yates. Don't worry, I'd be upset too. Promoting to Corporal Detective Ashley Hilton. All right, just a little bit about this group. I think they had a few sleepless nights, worrying that the list was going to expire. I'm sure their families got to hear it quite a bit, along with their coworkers. But yet, we're here. So, congratulations. Chadwick Scroggins. Promoting to Sergeant Anthony White. And promoting to Sergeant Mark Macy. Moving on to lieutenants. Promoting to Lieutenant Richard Perez. Promoting to Lieutenant Jason Kim. Promoting to Lieutenant, Stephen Hinner. Now moving on to Captain, promoting to Captain, Marcy Conrad. I think they have a few babies. Promoting to Captain, Guillermo de la Campa. So I believe this is the first time we've actually kind of recognized our reserve officers, and this group is it's a little bit special because they went to Weatherford College to get their certification. That was 7.5 months, 5 days a week, driving to Weatherford to go to an academy to come work for us for free. So I commend them tremendously. So let's get Carlos Gonzalez up here. Johnny Nunn. And our very own Marcus Paulino. And last but not least, Kevin Perry. At this point, the chief is going to deliver the oath of office for all 4 reserve officers.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Kevin Perry,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the duties
that I will faithfully execute the duties
of the office of Peace Officer
of office of peace officer
of the state of Texas
of the state of Texas
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and the laws of the United States
the Constitution and the laws of the United States
and of this state,
and of this state,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am very proud to present to you the Peace Officers of the Reserve Class number 58.